game reserves today. Just a couple announcements to get us started. With the exception of water, there is no eating or drinking while on the bus. Suppose I asked if we could try and keep to our seats at least while the bus is in motion, because it can get pretty bumpy back there, but I see that we're not a very full bus, so if there's a certain animal you want to see that's on the other side, I don't mind if you have to switch. Now just coming up here, we're entering in their more alpine climate that they're used to, because they come from the Andes in South America. Now you also notice they've got these very large eyes on either side of their head, and that gives them an excellent field of vision when dealing with predators. So it makes it very hard for animals to sneak up on them. The llamas were used as pack animals for centuries, but they were hardly ever ridden. And that's because they've got a couple of nasty bad habits, chief among them. So when these guys get angry, they tend to spit at you. They're not very friendly animals to be around when they're in a mood. Surprisingly, they're actually very good swimmers, which is why they regulate an important role in tribal life. They come in that solid red color as well as spotted white. And obviously the most impressive thing about them are those very large horns. They're some of the largest in the bovine kingdom. Now despite their size, those horns are not as heavy as they might look. And that's because they're mostly hollow on the inside. That allows blood to circulate throughout the horn, disperse heat, and then return back to the animal, regulating their body temperature. So they kind of act like a radiator in a car. And with two seats, now you'll notice they're not very large animals. That is pretty much a fully grown cheetah. And that's because they're very elegantly framed and fine-boned. You can reach speeds of up to 100 kilometers an hour when in a full sprint. Now they can't maintain that speed for very long, but during those sprints, they are the fastest land animal on the planet. And coming up here, you can actually see one that's up on its feet and moving around. And now he's just rolling around in the grass, I guess. Dominant male of this pride, he's just lying underneath that kind of tree there. You can tell that he's the male because he's got that very large mane. Only the male lions will grow these. They're fully grown within around 5 years or so. And they're there to act as kind of head and neck protection when fighting other large cats, but also as a way to impress the female and to intimidate other male lions. Environment is open grassland with few trees, and that is ideal for hunting their main prey, which is zebra and antelope. There you can see one up on its feet that's just coming down these rocks here. They can stand around 4.5 feet at the shoulders in some cases. They'll weigh around 550 pounds when fully grown, but they regularly hunt animals that weigh almost twice their own body weight. Size of a female lion there that's just walking along the edge of the road, and it looks like she's actually going to cross the road behind us. Maybe, maybe not. Now when you think of lions, you probably associate them with Africa, but this species actually got its start much further north and could even be found in parts of Europe during the last ice age. Today, though, they are relegated to areas south of the Sahara. And all the